Your heart is not a pump.
What the hell?
1991 closed-door meeting of fellow internationalists.
Underground city.
Are you sure?
Hey guys, you're watching Explore the Weird. We're doing something different. Something different. Don't click away. Shaman Says sent me more videos. Shaman says, Shaman said, Shaman's saying. Shaman always saying. And he goes, hey, Goons, more videos to check out. We're going to check them out. We're going to see what is up and we're going to see what it's all about. So, before we get into it, hey, did you interact with the video before the video even started? Come on now. You should, like a true goon should. Like a true goon should. Alright, we're gonna get right into it.
They've been keeping this from you. This is the underground city that was found beneath Los Angeles by a man named Warren Shufelt. It was discovered using a device he invented to detect underground tunnels and caverns. Shufelt mapped out a network of passageways stretching for miles beneath the city. And here is where it gets crazy. His maps indicated a central chamber filled with gold and advanced artifacts. Shufelt said that upon analysis of the artifacts and the scriptures found within the passageways, they all pointed to a lost continent named Lemuria. Despite his groundbreaking findings, city officials abruptly shut down his excavation. They officially claimed that the tunnels were old subway lines. But this is where they messed up. The Los Angeles subway system didn't begin operation until 1990, over 70 years after Schufelt's discovery. So what subway lines were they referring to? Some speculate that they were referring to an ancient civilization that had access to a subway-like system. Some have even gone further to say that the city officials had knowledge from the future. They knew that Los Angeles would eventually have a running subway system in the years to come, therefore it would be the perfect cover-up, perfectly concealing its true origins.
Bro, I'm starting to feel like there was always an underground tunnel system and we just keep selling the rights to the underground tunnel system access to multiple people. And maybe that's what the hypertunnel from Elon is. You don't know and I don't know, but we can speculate. We can speculate, and that's what this is all about. Quite interesting, and the way this was tagged was like, hey, it was said that in 1933, they discovered a lizard civilization living in the vast underground tunnel system beneath Los Angeles. It makes you wonder, how are you lizard people underneath Los Angeles? Is there anything we need to know, or should we be getting prepared? Can you take us goons into your bunker and to make us protected from the next reset? All these things I want done. This is interesting. It definitely piques some interest. And I go, hey, there was an underground railroad that helped move families into unpopulated areas in Los Angeles. I mean, the gold rush brought them there, but really, what if it was the tunnels? What if all tunnels start and end? And never mind, we're gonna keep it going.
Now watch what happens if I lower this down into the pool of mercury. I'm going to hold on to it here, just kind of touch it to the surface. Look at that. The mercury shoots off that way. Now, watch what happens if I let this go. Isn't that lovely? It's like a little boat. I love the sound it makes too. And if I take one of the magnets and flip it around, let's see what happens. Now it just spins like this.
It does make you think. It does make you think. Mercury has a lot of interesting properties. Were they being used to power old Tartaria or the old ancient, I guess not ancient, 1900s? When was it? It's very, very soon. Very soon? Wait. Timelines don't matter. Past and present is the same. Past and present is the same. Future, past, and present is the same. Future, past, present, and future, they're all the same. They're all the same. The spiraling starts. The spiraling starts when we talk about Mercury. There was a clip with the magnets. You guys know I've done electromagnetic field theory. I think the magnets is just like density. So Mercury, or somehow he's keeping the battery afloat using magnetic forces, and that can also be explained. And you know, if you somehow prop it up with water and you find a hollow tube and you put magnets on either side, I feel like the same thing would happen, as long as you can get it to float and you get the same spinning, and that's just forces. You know, I don't think there's any true wait, why was the battery in there? I feel like there was no need for the battery. That was just like something, and even without the battery I feel like the same thing would have happened. But who knows? Someone recreate it. Do you have access to liquid mercury? Are you ready to recreate the experiment and let the goons know? I hear you're not supposed to touch it with your bare hands, so be careful. How are you going to get liquid mercury? Are you going to break open like a bunch of old mercury containers? I mean, temperature things that take your temperature? Thermometers! Oh my god, there it is. All right, let's keep it going.
1991 closed-door meeting of fellow internationalists. Billionaire and former CFR chairman David Rockefeller praised his media allies, but his confidence that his words would not leave the room was later broken.
We are grateful to the Washington Post, the New York Times, Time Magazine, and other publications whose directors have attended our meetings and restricted their policies of discretion for almost 40 years. It would have been impossible for us to develop our plan for the world if we had been subject to the bright lights of publicity. But the world is now more sophisticated and prepared to march toward a world government.
To create a world system of financial control in private hands, able to dominate the political system of each country and the economy of the world as a whole. In short, they seek total and quiet control of the entire world.
Yeah, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, literally all of them, they have full control. They made the systems. They know that we're going to be abiding by the systems, because in order for us to get the money that they have valued as that's what we need to transact, you know, it's needed. You need this monetary thing. Come on now, you need this fiat thing. How else are you going to, how did people used to trade before there was currencies? Bartering. But hey, the Rockefellers, they built the system. They built the education system. They built the healthcare system. They built the media as well. They own all the media. All the media is owned, I believe, by 6 companies. And all 6 companies are tied back to the 1%, to the elites. They have control. And they can control what we see, what we view. It's not just us in the United States. It's across the global world. It's across the entire world. It's not just you, us. It's everyone. How's it feel? Oh man, they were planning this since 1991. They've been having the meetings. You don't think they're having meetings now discussing even the next thing? Oh boy. Hey Teddy, they just figured out that patent to put thoughts in your head. Oh boy. You go down for a dream, you get some 7-Eleven ads, and you're like, hey, did I really want to go to 7-Eleven, or was 7-Eleven trying to put some thoughts in my head while I was dreaming? Oh boy, Futurama sounding real. Oh boy.
So here's the thing. NASA isn't a space agency. NASA is the World Intelligence Agency. Everyone reports to them. FBI, CIA, KGB, CCP. Well, why would they lie about the shape of the Earth? What difference does it make? NASA was created right after Project High Jump, when Admiral Byrd flew out in Antarctica. On the other side of the South Pole, he found land bigger than the United States, filled with resources. Look at that. From Middle America, he would be in where South Africa is, or where Australia is. Sure. And another continent the size of the United States and no one has ever seen or set foot upon? What does that mean? What if he went from Middle America over what they call Antarctica and then found another continent out here.
Then that would destroy our whole worldview of reality.
Now, what if there's other civilizations here? What if these are where the controllers of the world live? Okay? What if...
I'm getting chills right now.
Because the reality, your soul is going, yes, listen, right? Get rid of your programmed mind. People don't realize, well, Russia would have ratted us out and this and that. They're all in it together. Everything that you know is a lie. The United Nations map, Flat Earth map. International Maritime Organization, Flat Earth map. World Meteorological Organization, Flat Earth map. International Civil Aviation Organization. These are the things that control the world. Why do they all have Flat Earth maps?
Well, I don't know. Artistically, maybe they couldn't.
Artistically? Is that your explanation? Now, let me ask you a question. If this is where we live, would you call this the outer space?
Sure.
What is it? More land? Extra territory? Extra terra?
Extraterrestrials.
Extraterrestrials from where?
Outer space.
Bingo. So why does it matter? Then when you understand that we're actually at the center of creation, this place was built for us, and we have natural law which says that nobody can take our free will away. Once you understand that nobody has control over you, you take your power back. You stop feeding this beast system that we're in. Globers think they know everything, but they don't know anything. And it's only for those that are willing to look and understand and see why it matters that get it. You know, once you get it, you can't unget it.
I used to get it, now I can't, and now I don't get it, and now I'm back to getting it because, hey, I flip-flop all the time. This is just how I am. My timeline keeps changing. Sometimes it's round, sometimes it's flat with the firmament, and now it's round with the firmament. That's what I'm feeling, all right? Just because I feel it doesn't mean it's true. Hey, everyone has their own experience. This guy's hitting on some points, you know. Potentially, if there are land masses, if you pass Antarctica, it makes you wonder, like, hey, what are these other civilizations? Is that the children of Israel? I forget, but like one of them, are they the ones that started families over there and they're the extraterrestrials? Is that where the Aquafarians are? Is that where the Greys originate? There's so many questions. And is there another CERN portal over there? There's only one way to find out. We're gonna have to get all the goons together and we're gonna have to start exploring together. We're gonna have to storm Antarctica. It's gonna happen. They can't stop all of them. Never mind. I think someone did this for Area 51 and it was a tremendous fail. Well, I say fail, but you know, the media tells you, oh, it was amazing. So many people showed up and they actually got in and they found, no, not many people showed up, but Atozi was there. That was kind of cool. Sorry, ADHD. Gonna keep it going.
There is money. That's why they call it currency. That's what the cash flow is all about. That's why you liquidate your assets. What's a bank? What's a riverbank? What's a riverbank do? A riverbank directs the flow of the currency, just like the bank you go to. This is called maritime admiralty law, and until you understand this, you're not really gonna fully grasp what is actually going on in this world. You are a traded commodity on the New York Stock Exchange. The QSIP number on your birth certificate is a searchable number. You are worth money to the international bank that bought you in the 1930s. In essence, it's not really a stock, but a trust. We are maritime admiralty products, and we are bought and sold on the high seas. After all, we're made up of over 2/3 water. This world operates under maritime admiralty law. There is law of the land, and there's a law of the water. They turned us into products under the maritime admiralty law of the water jurisdiction. That's why if you go to jail, they need to bail you out of jail. Think about this. All ships are considered female by law for some reason. She delivers the product in the everyday world to this day, and every time that she does so, she pulls into a harbor where they call it her berth. Every time an item comes off that ship, it is counted and they give it a certificate of manifest. This is why when your mother's water breaks, they give you a certificate of birth. And guess what? It's signed by the doctor because that's where the ship sits, on the dock. This is maritime admiralty law. Look into it, yo. Let's go follow me on Rumble. I keep getting banned on the talk, bro. And this is literally my 7th account just for telling you guys the truth. So go follow me on Rumble. I'd really appreciate it. Hit the plus here, comment. Let me know what you guys think about all this shit.
Yeah, that was a lot to take in. A lot of word plays, a lot of correlations between the law of water and how we are living in current reality. Oh boy. Oh boy. I kind of like the law of the land better than the law of the water. What's up with this law of the water? All ships are female. I mean, the Earth itself is supposed to be female, right? Mother Gaia. Um, makes you wonder. It makes you wonder, where did this law of water? And I think law of water, and I'm like, hey, what is this? Physics? Like density, fluidity. Oh my god, I can't say it. ESL. Interesting. Never heard of this. It's an interesting take on how we came up with this systems, but I'm like, hey, I believe the real people that would tell us is, I guess, the 1%, the elites. We need to ask them and be like, hey, is this how you came up with this? Is this why you wanted us with the birth certificates? There's no way. The birth certificates was before them, right? They wanted to account for everybody. So that way they can tax you later. So that way they can collect later. You're worth something. We need to know. We need to take them after their... Never mind. So here comes the spiraling. It's already started. Thanks, Shaman. By the way, did you interact with the video? Are you like, Teddy didn't remind me. I can just sit here and keep eating and watching and just keep enjoying and not do anything. Not do anything for the goons. Just be one of those guys that just keeps mooching. Just enjoying the content. Doesn't do anything. Come on now. I'm looking at you. You stop eating. Hey, you actually keep watching, but at least interact with the video. Give me that. Let YouTube know you enjoy this, so that way we can keep doing this. You want me to go away? You want me to go bye-bye? Go watch other meaningless channels. I mean, hey, I'm not the only one. I try to think that we provide something here, that we have a goon gang here, that we have family here. Do you feel like family here? Do you enjoy being here? Oh boy. All right, let's keep it going.
The Grand Canyon is not just an American sightseeing location. There are strange and dark secrets that lie within. Some have even encountered a gateway to a hidden world. In 1909, the Arizona Gazette published an article about an expedition funded by the Smithsonian. This expedition was led by a man named G.E. Kincaid, and he discovered an ancient underground city within the Grand Canyon. But here is where it gets interesting. This city was filled with artifacts from ancient Egypt, hieroglyphs, statues, and even a pyramid. How did ancient Egyptian relics end up in Arizona over 5,000 years ago? Is it possible that they had access to flight? But it gets even stranger. The Smithsonian seized all the artifacts and shut down any further exploration, which led to 90% of the Grand Canyon being restricted till this day. The canyon is home to numerous hidden caves and tunnels, many holding ancient treasures and technologies. Many adventurers used to report seeing strange lights and sounds coming from these depths. The Hopi tribe, a tribe native to the region, speak of sacred underground cities known as the Sipapu. These cities are believed to be gateways to the underworld, holding powerful energies that should never be disturbed. All this makes us wonder, what else is hiding in the Grand Canyon?
Bro, I've recently seen so many crazy things with the Grand Canyon and the Valley of the Kings, where all the pharaohs were buried. And they were like, where did they get all this? Hey, the Valley and the Grand... I'm starting to feel like, hey, maybe we don't know everything about Egypt, and these Egyptologists think they're experts, and they're not really experts. Didn't take me. I'm know nothing about the subject, and I can make correlations like this. I'm like, hey, I saw this on TikTok. I'm the expert now. No, that's not how it works. But wouldn't it be great? I'm gonna still make the correlations. It don't matter. Doesn't mean I'm an expert. Wait, why did I have to tell you that? I don't know. See, these are the things. I'm like, I really feel that, but there is Egyptian artifacts in the Grand Canyon, and I think that is because, hey, there was a time where they did have access to that landmass. Whether they came there by sea or not, I do not know. Maybe the Earth was shaped differently. Maybe they had moving continents. Who knows? Maybe we have the whole time frame wrong, and this wasn't something recent. This was like many millions and years ago that this ancient tech did all this, and then it separated, and different civilizations did different things, carried on to different areas. It's all speculation. But wouldn't it be great if these underground cities had even more? They're like true ancient civilizations that continue to prosper, that had new tech that they figured out, that they were like, hey, this is the hollow earth tech. Look, we make moon portals, and from these moon pools, we can go from one body of water to another body of water. We use the law of water. See, I can make the correlations, but I'm not an expert. Not an expert. All right, let's keep it going. I do not want to say too much about this because there are still people that this is fresh in their eyes. The new generations, they have no idea what this event was. They just know that it was an event, and now because of that event, many people have two different sides that they believe, whether it was, yeah, it's kind of like all the major events that happen, but like this one, you know, hey, was there government involvement or was there not? Yeah, they could have lied to us. Hey, look away. Don't look here. They gone. And then they come back. Hey, these faces look exactly the same. Hey, don't be... Never mind. Never mind. Oh, boy. I don't want to say too much. They're going to try and shadow ban me for any reason. All right, let's keep it going.
What if I told you your heart is not a pump? Despite what we've been taught our entire lives, our heart pumps our blood, right? Wait until you hear this. As we get further along into this, you'll realize why they're hiding this from us. But this is Rudolf Steiner, the inventor of Waldorf schools. He popularized biodynamic farming, known to be extremely smart. He says for human beings to make true progress, they need to understand that the heart is not a pump. And you'll see why this is so shocking. Rudolf Steiner believed that the heart is a 7-sided regular form. By regular form, that means a 3-dimensional form, and the regular part means the surface areas are all identical. So a man named Frank Chester makes a 7-sided object, trying to disprove, possibly, the thought of Rudolf Steiner. Now, this 7-sided form, when placed in a box, it's called a chestahedron, this new shape. It sits at an angle of 36 degrees off center. This is the same angle which the heart sits within the chest. Chestahedron. If you take a chestahedron and spin it in water, you get a double-sided helix spiral vortex. The heart, when it's unfolded, is a singular muscle in a spiral form. And it's not a pump, it is a spiral vortex energy generator. It turns the water in your blood to 4th phase water, which is not liquid, gas, or solid. It's the 4th phase of water, look into that, which is a highly charged energy source. This energy generator, known as your heart, can run indefinitely if it is getting its electrical charge from the electromagnetic fields of the earth. So some believe that your heart is actually a vortex generator.
At this point, I'm a container. Hey, whatever energy I need to run, if it's the heart, let it be the heart. Hey, it may not be a pump, but at least it's generating some energy. What is the brain? Is that collecting the energy and then processing the energy and storing the energy? What's the brain doing? Oh man, there's so many things, and then it's like, hey, the heart's not the pump, it's the lungs that are the pump. We've seen so many of these videos. It's like, you think you know your body? Oh boy, you don't know your body. And then what was with the chestahedron? Is that like the dodecahedron? The crazy portal thing, the shape thing that generates energy as well. Wait a second. Yeah, at this point, anything's plausible. All right, let's keep it going.
Seen that? Go back some. What? Go back a little bit, then zoom in so they can see it. All on the Ring camera detection. Now watch this, the next one. What the hell? Pause it on that. Yo.
He lit up the whole street. Look how big this thing is.
Yo.
What is that? What was that? I'm trying to understand. I don't even know.
All on the
I don't understand. At first I was like, hey, there was like a little chimney smoke thing. Is that the abduction? But yeah, this is... Maybe it's the camera coming into focus and it's the reflection of that light on this side. Because I've seen that with when people take pictures of the sun, there's always this other object that shines on the other side. But I mean, there's no UAP above that could be... I mean, maybe we can't see the UAP. Maybe that's what we're looking at. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This one's an interesting one. It makes me think. Oh, boy. The fourth kind is real.
Y'all ever seen this painting right here from 1546? Does anything look unusual at all about this painting? Are you sure? How about right here? You know, I posted this picture a while back, and a lot of people said, well, those look like camels, man. I think those are camels, yada, yada, yada. Look closely. I want y'all to look now. It looks like a little guy sitting on top of it, and look at the hump on his back. Look at the neck. Look at the little curve. You know what I'm saying? Here's all the long neck dinosaurs right here. Check them all out. The Brachiosaurus, the Brontosaurus, you know, the long neck. You know, Littlefoot, man. The Land Before Time right here. Y'all remember this? Favorite cartoon when I was a kid. It really was. Anyways, while I got y'all's attention, what do y'all think about this right here? This is allegedly something petrified, you know, a petrified axle, so to speak. They say that things don't take as long as we think to petrify. So what do y'all think? Those of you that were like, no, I want no axle. Here's a chain from one of the harbors. Look at it petrified right here. So things can petrify quickly. Part 2, we're going to talk about the old world buildings. I want y'all to look at this right here. This is a picture somebody had anyways. I'm not saying it's true. It's probably alleged, yada, yada, yada. We're going to talk about how they harness the ether from the atmosphere to give free electricity, allegedly.
Wait, that jumped from like camels, and I was really feeling the camels to like, hey, here's free electricity. Now I'm like, I don't know what I just seen. At first, when he said dinosaurs, absolutely, I can kind of see the dinosaur resemblance. And the camels, I'm thinking, you know how they decorate elephants, like when they go to war? Maybe they added some type of thing on the camel's head for the flare, like a feather. Then again, where'd they get the gigantic feather? Oh man, why does it have to be a gigantic feather? Why can't it just be a decoration? So I'm like, hey, this is the camel. This is where the camel's head is. And this is a decoration on the head. And then I come to this one and I'm like, potentially this was a camel's head right about here. But you don't see the snout as well as you see it here. And then you see this thing. Maybe that's how they tricked them. And these do look like horses as well. And what's this thing? What the heck? Let's see. Okay, no, that thing is a boat in the water. Or is that even water? Oh, and then why are these guys marching all the way to the cliff? Like, what's this? What kind of painting is this? What are they trying to protect? I don't understand what's going on here. Are these sheep herders? All right, let's keep it going.
Let's get something straight. All right, we know that they tell us everything in movies first. Do you think it's by any coincidence that Terrence Howard was the war machine in the first Iron Man movie? Or that Elon Musk is in Iron Man 2? Or that the logo for SpaceX and Starlink resemble the logo for Stark Industries? And Stark Industries working directly with the military to develop super weapons, kind of how he created Jarvis, who manifested as Vision, who is in love with the Scarlet Witch, who resurrected him. The Scarlet Woman was spoken about in Aleister Crowley's book, The Vision and the Voice, about Babylon, who's talking about the mother of all abominations. Then you have Elon Musk change Twitter to X, symbolizing Osiris Risen, which Crowley also studied, and the symbol he's holding with his arms represent Osiris Risen, which is essentially what happened when Wanda brought Vision back to life in Westview. Then you have the Scarlet Woman, who is representative of the Whore of Babylon, who is ushering in the Aeon of Horus. And if Wanda and Vision are representations of Osiris and Horus, that would make Vision Osiris Risen. But wait, in the series, which they don't put in the Marvel show, Wanda's father is Magneto. So essentially, because she gave birth to the X-Men, or a new group of superheroes, that would make her the Whore of Babylon, which then would make her mother of the Matrix, since this is the multiverse of madness. And much like Isis, she tried to resurrect her husband artificially. So then taking it back to Terrence Howard, who is coining a patent allegedly for virtual reality, and we're in this age of hearing about machines going rogue. I mean, the storyline is there for y'all. This is the rise of the machine. They've warned us about this in all of the movies. The Infinity Gauntlet and all the stones are the 12 gemstones from the breastplate of Aaron. And if Isis is the wife of Osiris, and Wanda is the wife of Vision, and X is patented by Elon Musk, who is coining the Neuralink, this means all the mythological stories have come true.
What? Oh my god, there's a lot of jumping, but I'm kind of following, I guess. Okay, so Terrence Howard, I understand. hey, Iron Man, and then somehow from Iron Man to, hey, come over to, I don't even know, Marvel? What? She's like making correlations between Marvel and biblical characters and how those biblical characters played out and how the storylines in Marvel play out. And I guess Elon Musk is somehow in there. Is Elon Musk Tony Stark? Okay, that's what she's trying to say. Elon Musk is Tony. But Elon dies at the end then. Doesn't Tony die at the end? I mean, doesn't Iron Man? Oh, spoiler alert. Come on, at this point you haven't watched it. Come on now. Iron Man was a great movie. So was Avengers. So was all of them. All of them were really good. But this is a lot to take in. It makes you wonder. Is this any truth behind it? I mean, the stories definitely are intriguing. Are they predicting the future? Are they warning us about the future? I don't know. They're movies. But at the same time, movies are based off of either events that have happened in the past or events that will happen in the future. You ever see iRobot? I'm feeling iRobot. Let's make it happen, Elon Musk. iRobot. I need a Sonny. Sonny, teach me. Oh boy.
So it is June 7th, and it is snowing here in Fort McKay. Look at that. Happy summer.
Yeah, I mean, the weather's been weird, so be ready. Hey, is there a shift happening? Are you going to be ready for the shift? The weather keeps going and doing weird things, so be ready, guys. I'm always telling the goons, anything can happen. Always have backup plans. Always have a plan B or a plan C.
Mary Curry, which is Mercury, and her whole name. There you go. And it's interesting because the lady who founded radium or found radium, she actually passed away in an accident on an intersection after the Rockefellers paid her to discover radium and how you could have cold heat. This is another interesting one. Cold heat. Remember all those fireplaces and all those buildings? Radium. That's what it was. You could light up the whole house. You could heat the house for free. Practically nothing. That's what all those fireplaces, they were using radium. And it just so happened that she passed away on an accident, and then everything with radium started to go away after World War I and World War II, which we always know how it goes. After World War I or World War II, things begin to vanish. So she was an interesting one. Now we take it a step further. Remember all the photos where they would white out the background?
Wait. Oh boy, after the wars, and now Russia just moved their ships closer to Cuba for a show of power. That's what they call it, a show of power. Oh boy, if there's another war happening, what are they going to hide? What are the things they're going to try and hide? That's what I want to know. So Mary Curie discovered radium, and then they silenced her, like they silenced many other people. But no, it was just a freak accident. It wasn't a silencing. Hey, I'm just exploring, all right? Just let me explore. Don't come after me. Just let me explore. I'm trying to figure it out. And this is the guy that drinks out of baseline glass. So, you know, he's feeling the energy. He's got some things. He's like, guys, there's something different. Hopefully nothing happened to this man and everything's still good. But it makes me wonder. Oh boy. All right, let's do two more. Just two more.
This very strange video is circling the internet. It was supposed to be this very strange phenomena happening in the middle of the ocean. A couple of people inside of a boat captured it on camera. I'm going to show you guys the entire video. Some people are relating this to underwater volcanoes, but I'm not exactly sure if this is the case. I'm going to show you guys the video. You tell me what you think is going on here. Check this out. Pay attention, look at the size of this thing. Look at this over here. What's going on here, guys? What is your take?
You know, at first I was thinking like one of those shipping containers, like from that movie. What was that movie? Alone? The crazy movie where like the girl's in a shipping container and the entire thing happens in the. Never mind. But as I look closer, it looks cemented. Then I'm thinking maybe it's like a carcass of some sorts. But it does look concrete, like washed up concrete with all the holes in there and stuff. It makes you think. Is it a floating buoy of sorts? Is it something used for fishing? That's where I saw a bunch of crabs or something on there. Is that like a gigantic crab trap? Lobster trap? I'm trying to explain this, all right? Is it an abandoned UAP? I don't know. These are the things. All right, we're going to do one more, just one more.
The world, because when we were taught how to write our name, they told us, like my name is Jordan, they told me capital J, lowercase O, lowercase R, lowercase D, lowercase A, lowercase N. Everybody right now can pull out y'all IDs. Every number, every letter is capital.
And I want y'all to know, I don't feel comfortable with him even talking about that. So y'all just, he's playing for the Kansas City Chiefs.
And that's just small game. That's just common sense. They told you that if you're a person, that when you write your name, you capitalize the first letter and you lowercase the rest of them. Then they give you an ID with your name on it and it's all capital. And then you realize that only all capital letters start with business. Like Apple, big A, big P. Apple ain't got no lowercase letter. Microsoft, no lowercase letters. Tesla, no lowercase letters. So.
Wait, what the heck? Does that mean I have to change everything to up? Wait a second. Oh my God. There's no lowercase letters. I'm good. I followed the thing. Wait, does that mean we're going to take off? We're going to be successful. Hey, that's all it took. Just make sure everything's capital. All right? That's all it took. We're going to make it. How you guys feeling? We made it to the end. Very interesting last one there. Very interesting videos overall. Shaman says we appreciate it. We're learning loads. We're learning lots. And I want to see how much more we can learn. So keep the videos coming. You know us goons. We enjoy watching them. And they enjoy watching my reactions as well. Guys, that is it. I hope you had fun. I will see you guys next time. There should be videos on the screen right now. Click on one of them. Keep the Goon Fix going. The one in the middle, you can subscribe to me. All right. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.